Kaikki, Itamex Ganatoni. Good morning. It is Moon Day, August 6th, 2018, in the latter part of the lunar cycle, Okonokist's Otsitsitspi, when the Saskatoon berries ripen. And just picked up a skunk on the north side of town here. One of the residents that I've trapped several skunks at, or at least picked up several skunks. They've got their own trap going. Spray. Whew. Stinky. You are stinky. Yes, you are. But since it was on this side of town, I figured it's a good excuse to come back down in here into the wilderness park and check on the status of those two young raccoons who I dropped off yesterday. The one that I first dropped off in the morning, I'm pretty concerned about that animal, whether it is going to survive the ordeal or whether it was sick from sitting overnight in the trap and then being rained on here and just the whole trauma of it. But looking up in the trees here where I left them, right now I'm not let's see, not seeing them right off the bat, so they might have moved on. Yeah, it looks like they have moved on, so that's good. Very good. Yeah, I was a little bit worried that I'd come in here today and find that one still in the tree this morning, or dead on the ground below. So he's moved on, and I was able to reconnect him with his sibling, so pretty happy about that. Hopefully he's not, like I say, hopefully he's not sick from that ordeal. So let's we're gonna release this skunk, and then might be an interesting day. I have a case in Riverstone to go check out, where there's a resident that says she has some birds, she's not sure the species, nesting in her eaves or in the soffit of her house, something like this. She sounds like she'd be willing to let them finish their nesting process if they're still doing that, if they still have eggs or hatchlings. But otherwise, of course, she wants to try to close off access to them and resolve that issue. So we're gonna go look at what's happening there, and give her some advice and or help her take care of the issue. And then it's gonna be a warm day. Rattlesnakes were pretty quiet over the weekend, so I wouldn't doubt if we get some snake calls today. It's just because it's weird for it to be so quiet for so long that I only get one or two calls over a weekend. But yeah, let's let this guy go. Let's let him go. You ready? Yeah, you're ready. Of course you're ready. You were ready a long time ago. You wish you never even got in the trap, huh? Alright, there you go. You're free. You're free. Yeah, turn around and go out. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, you're free to leave now. No, you don't have to come and spray me. You really don't have to, but I got to take my trap back. Yeah, go ahead. Go on your way. Yeah, he's going to charge and spray me. Probably. Maybe not. Maybe not. They always got to be tough. Skunks always got to be tough. I'm glad the raccoons don't turn like that, because they'd be pretty scary. It's just about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now, and I'm headed over to that Riverstone residence where there's birds, in the house, nesting in the sides of the house or in the attic or what have you. Just pulling out of the Upper Popson Coulee area where I checked out a black widow nest that I've been monitoring over here. she hasn't, I've tried to film her and she hasn't been very cooperative. But this particular widow right now has 4 different sacks of eggs. Each of those sacks of eggs can have anywhere from 40 to 900 spider eggs in them. So she's right now with her 4 sacks, she's looking at producing anywhere from 160 to 3,600 new spiders, which is pretty amazing. She's being really careful with 2 of the egg sacs. I don't know if the other one, if that means the other ones have already, because the other ones look a little bit more dry. Maybe the babies have already come out of those ones, but the 2 that she's being careful with, I see her throughout the day moving them, you know, toward the sun, toward the heat, and away from it, and hiding it away in the shade. You know, depending on the circumstances. Like if you get here early in the day to look at her, she's got those egg sacs right out and exposed and warming up after the cold night. But if you get here like in the heat of the day in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, you're not even going to see those egg sacs because she's got them tucked under somewhere, hidden from that heat. So it's pretty cool watching that nest, but I haven't really got a lot of good footage of her yet. Any case, let's go check out the Riverstone residence and see what's going on there. Alright, so it looks like what we got going on up here is house finch nests. And the resident says she's they've been around a few years. She's kind of let it go this whole time. Oh, there's a hawk up there. But now she wants to do something about this. And we just saw, when I pulled in, there was the parents were coming by and they were feeding the hatchlings. Now the nest is right up in that crevice there, and yeah, they've the soffit has been bent up a little bit, and they're up in there. So I think what I'll do is I'll take my scope and we'll have a look. We'll have a look with the scope. Yeah, they just have the soffit kind of pulled up over here a little bit, and the nest is like right here.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna scope in there and see if I can get a look at the hatchlings. Yeah, he's got Daddy's up here with some bugs. There's a nice wood board in the way. Yeah. Thought I might be able to peek in this way, but. And then you said there's another one up here, you think?
Like, there's a lot of activity up there. I can't see anything from here.
Okay.
I have wondered.
Okay.
Especially, how does it connect? Yeah, because when we hear them, there has to be. Because
Yeah?
when you hear them in the backyard, you can hear them
Up on top, hey?
up on top. So there's got to be something else. Because that piece doesn't connect. And we hear them in the backyard like they're right there all the time.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Ah, you tried to climb me! Oh no!
Little duckling. So, someone from Tabor brought me this little duckling this afternoon, and I guess it was running around in someone's yard, long way from water. Probably it was hatched in a nest somewhere in the vicinity, because you know, ducks don't, like the mallards and the teals at least, typically don't put their nests, you know, right by the water. They pull it way back out of flood zone and hide in bushes and stuff. And so this is why you often see, you know, mama ducks with a bunch of little ducklings crossing busy roads and stuff, is because they're bringing their broods to the water that they want them to be at, you know, from the hatching site. And so this one got separated somehow. We don't know really what's going on with him. He seems to have a lot of itchiness. A lot of itchiness on his head.
Yeah. And also, if you're wondering what's on my hand, I have a scar from my doggo.
Yeah, but yeah, he's been itching his head, so I put him in the bath here to maybe, I didn't know if he had anything on his feathers, or it could be, you know, could be an inner ear problem or something. Who knows? So we're just going to give him a little bath here, and then I'm going to put him back in he's got a little cardboard box that he's staying in with his food and all that.
He's letting me carry him.
He's trying to get out. You should maybe put him away now. He's been in there a while, hey? Yeah. He's got his wetness and he wants to be out. Go bring him, put him back in his box, carry him good. Don't let him be falling all over the place.
Come here.
All right, little duckling. So tomorrow I'm going to be going around to some of the lakes and ponds and stuff in town, and I'm going to see if I can find
And also, this is
a family.
Also, this is how I carry him. Gentle touch, gentle touch.
Yeah. So
Always gotta have the gentle touch.
I'm going to see if I can find a family with young like this. I think he's a teal.
Stop it! Sorry about the doggos.
Yeah, I think he's a teal, so I'm going to look for a teal family with little ducklings like this. And if I find one, then I'll bring him over there and adopt him into the family. That's the game plan. Move him off back into another family of ducks.
I don't know how to do ducks.
Poor ducky. Whatever that was he was shaking his head about has overcome him.
Oh, gee whiz.
Yeah. Poor ducky.
He was sleeping for a long time when I picked him up. His body was just stiff.
That's what happens when things die. They go stiff. They get what they call it, rigor. Poor ducky.
Well, when you get back, I'll have to tie him outside.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I wonder what was wrong with his head, because that was really weird. Like,
Yeah, the shaky head thing something was wrong.
yeah, it kind of felt like there was something wrong. Like, I was worried he might not make it through the night,
Yeah.
because his head was just like,
Yeah, me too. He was just have too much itch. In fact, I
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt that that's why he was left alone, because
there was something wrong
like
with
he
him.
couldn't stop to do anything but itch, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So Sucks.